Hear that roar of thunder. Hear those tires scream. He's every boy's hero, every lady's dream. Flying down highway heading west in a streak of black light called the Bandit Express. Look out, the bandit's coming, tires screaming, engine humming. Looks like the bandit's on the move. Look out, the bandit's coming, bet your money and warn the women. Tell those smokies all to take a rest, 'cause they'll never get the Bandit Express. Look out, the bandit's coming, tires screaming, engine humming. Looks like the bandit's on the move. Look out, the bandit's coming, bet your money and warn the women. Tell those smokers all to take a rest, 'cause they'll never get the Bandit Express. Oh, they'll never get the Bandit Express.
Morning all. Brad here back on this winter's Canberra morning. 2 degrees outside at the moment, hence the extra wool. It's well, I love me cat beanie. It's more designed. It's a lot lighter. It's for the in between summer and winter, or spring and summer, when you don't need a lot of heat on the head, especially when I run hot anyway. But just make a phone call. Oh, and I got the flu. Hey man, 15 away. Yeah, right, yeah, no worries. Hey, mate. Thursday, that's not a good sign. Alright. Oh, my throat's so sore, so I don't want to do a lot of talking. I suppose straight up last week with the let me get some mint. Oh, there. Oh, Jake's come on. Last week, I didn't want to do that. Stop. Last week with the elders drop, that pretty much ends the daily or the weekly drops. I've got there's a couple of other drops I've done since recording. Since recording started, since the start of the year. There's one other place that I haven't been to since recording yet, which I'm surprised we haven't been back out there, but it's just a case of you've seen pretty much everything that goes on at any given day during the week with work anyway, so I don't really know how to proceed. Obviously I can keep on filming, returning to previous drops, but I think the Gundagai cafe drop, like you've seen it 3 times now, and diminishing returns on that video just view wise. I think the last on its own Gundagai cafe drop was only in a few hundred views, where most of the others are all up over 1,000 at least. So repeating myself, repeating where I'm going isn't really something I want to do. Even though I'm just doing this as a side gig with work and what have you, I'm trying to take a little bit of pride in it, trying to be a little bit artistic about it, I suppose. I could have done the whole Del Toro thing and said, no, I'm only going to release 15 episodes, and once that's done, you're never going to hear from me again. But where's the fun in that? So also for the time being too, I don't know if I'm just going to be grabbing the phone and recording something and uploading straight away. I know how I am in private. I have to do a bit of editing with anxiety and other stuff like that, which is normal. But in the end, I want to give you a polished, a little bit more of a polished turd and an edited product. So at least the sun's coming in soon. So yeah, moving forward, not quite sure. The only thing I can think of is just keep going with the full day videos. So it's hard when pretty much half my day is in the dark. I can't film much apart from getting fuel where you got servo lights and that sort of thing. So even though there's not really a lot of stuff that happens in the morning, there's a big fire in Albury this morning that I've seen on the way past, but again, it's off the highway, you couldn't really see it, let alone film it. So the camera's getting a bit dicky. There you go. A little bit better, still a bit wonky. So the only real thing I've thought of is maybe instead of doing a monthly full day video, I'll bring it back to a fortnight. Just because those videos being around the hour in length, my computer doesn't have the power and I don't have the bandwidth at home to upload that every week. So yeah, we'll see what happens going forward anyway. We'll work something out, but we've got what copper's here for. Oh, here we go. Let's watch this. They've been turned up in this 60k zone here every now and then. Hilux driver. Which is a good thing because some mornings you're sitting here doing your 60 and people come through as if it's still 100. Or it was 80 k's through you before the roadwork started anyway. And this being professional as well, eating and chewing on stuff, it's probably coming through the mic as if you're eating it yourself. I apologise, as I said. Your throat is killing me. Yeah, anyway, so that's what today is going to be all about. We're going to have a little bit of a hybrid video. It probably won't be the full day. It might be most of the day, but yeah, just done our first drop. Gunner in the second drop now at Fish Week, and then out to Martins. We've got 11 or 12 to put on for Wodonga Bunnings, and then down to Gundagai. There's one on the back I didn't know was on there again. No paperwork for it for Gundy Meats. It's been a while since you've seen out there, so we might as well head back out there and have a look and see how much of a dicker that's going to be, and then head for home with hopefully a coffee break at Tarcutta, although the hit and miss there continues. Last 2 days I've had no milk again, which is a pain for for a service station not to have milk, so no coffees whatsoever. Going past Yass yesterday, I was going to pull into the Yass servo and get a litre of milk and just take down with me. I've got half a litre of milk with me today, so if need be I'll just take that in with me, and if they need milk they can make me a coffee. Although if they're not making coffee, this machine's probably not turned on, so probably not cleaned and ready to go. We'll find out when we get there. lastly, before we get into some more driving, again, thank you to the Coffee Club, the Smoko Club members. There is another tier that's started there. It's $1.50. It's just a sort of a tip and channel support the channel. It's hard, I know, cost of living and everything else, but if you can, it'd be great. If not, it doesn't matter. So, but yeah, big thank you to the channel members over there. Yeah, so a little bit early this morning. The sun hasn't come up, although it's cloudy on the other side of the hill, so it might be a bit later rise this morning. But yeah, we'll get in the fish. We can get the rest of this stuff off. Fill the diary out. And the logbook. Minutes. Of course it hasn't. I've started the logbook here, and it's because I haven't touched my phone since I left Hume. It's automatically put Hume as to start. Now I gotta put GPS error. Which I've had to do in a few. When I do eventually get pulled over by Officer Plod, explain what GPS error is, and the fact that I didn't just start my logbook when I was at Hume and drove here and drove here without it. Alright, so I got into R12. Just helps as a record of where I've been. So it helps out when I'm uploading videos if I don't quite remember where where a particular drop was, what day, what have you. So beanie for the hat, so we've got a bit of sun protection because it is now out, breaking out. Right, it's done. Let's go. In the April full day trip video that I've been departing the border at 2 o'clock, or getting to work at 2 o'clock now. That has not changed, unfortunately, since now that we're in May. There's been times I've got there and the truck's been ready to go. Nice indicator, P-plater. The truck's been there ready to go, and then the next morning, 3 consecutive mornings got in there and the trailer wasn't finished load yet. It was up past 2. Like one morning there, by the time I got fuel, it was 3 o'clock before I left Albury, which there's an hour of driving not being done, being out of bed. But anyway, it's hard when the industry truck driving, for the most part, is a lifestyle. You live in the truck. When you're home, you're home. When you drive, when you're at work, you're in the truck. But it's just hard when it's only a day run. You sort of, and it doesn't have to be done super quick. I like efficiency. If things can be made efficient. Like when I started doing the Canberra run here, I couldn't get into this drop until the 2 Sydney doubles were out of the way. They get here a bit before 5:30, and the forkies don't get there until 5:30, so for the most part those doubles are sitting there waiting to be unloaded before I've got any chance of getting here. There was one morning where something got dropped off there that didn't belong there, and I did drop in here first to pick it up on the way through, and I just pulled in beside them, they threw it on, and I got out of their way again. So that was the only time I've been able to get in before those 2 Sydney doubles. Stretched Wrangler with a canopy on the back. Wrangler, what are they called? Grenadier. Stretched Jeep. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, I couldn't get in, so I was waiting a half hour, 40 minutes to get in there. So I thought, bugger it, instead of starting at 1 o'clock, I'll start at 1:30. I was getting into the first drop with very little weight. One motorbike. There was one Sydney truck that was occasionally late, and I'd be stuck while they were unloading him, but half the time I've been able to pull right forward and they've been able to unload me where I was parked. So leaves are falling, the skies aren't quite grey. So anyway, by the time I got her in the second drop, it was 9 times out of 10 it was straight in. The Sydney trucks that I've just finished, or they were just about to pull out, and I could pull in beside them, open my the up and they can start unloading one side and do the other side once that truck moved out of the way, which was fantastic. But yeah, unfortunately that has now all gone to shit. So what is the time? 7:15. Yeah, so this has been the new norm. We're back when I first started. If you had a sweet run, 6:30, I'll be going out through the city and setting sail for home. I think the best Best run I've done was like 10:25 back at the yard. I'll have to leave at 1. Now it's now if I get home at 12 o'clock, that's a 10-hour day. I'm happy with that. Not much else we can do about that one. So anyway, those are the 1+2. Being a little bit late like this, if I do have drops back at Yass particularly, those places are now open when I get back there. Where before Burn Elders dropping Yass, that other Delta Egg spot I went to, those places open at 8 o'clock. Getting back there at 7 is not, 7:30 is not efficient. Anyway, we might go through the city, have a look around on the way back, and our next stop will be Yass to pick up the buns for Bunnings. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. I think we're in the last week of the school holidays in Canberra too, because the last few mornings I've been coming through at 7, 7:15, 7:30. The traffic's been pretty good. Unfortunately, the traffic getting busy isn't the exact problem. It's the traffic tripping traffic lights. So once I go up back at the Wollongong there, and that, it's been some mornings where you just, it might only be one car or like a warrior. That would be a person on a push bike for those not playing at home. Yeah, something like that, setting the lights so you stop, start, which in an auto, thank God, my knee's not getting raped, because it is absolutely buggered after doing that shit in Melbourne in the 200. It's one of the things I was glad to be getting into an auto truck finally, to to ease the sore knees, ease the sore joints a bit. I know in the past a couple of arcs too about the suburbs here in Canberra. I've done it a bit jokingly in the past, but this is sort of defence. You got RMC, we've just gone past it, the Royal Military College in Canberra here, and then you got all the defence plazas and that up here, which is I thought it was Russell, but that's saying Russell's that way. The suburb of Russell anyway. Lake Burley Griffith here with the canoe club, kayak club, like the Olympic kayak training area and all that sort of stuff. Not every morning in Canberra you can guarantee to see the hot air balloons in the air and the people out kayaking on Lake Burley Griffith. Obviously can't really show you a lot of it just because of driving and all the trees. They've got it pretty well forested around here, but on the other side there you've got Parliament House, you've got all the other buildings that I've got no idea what they are, but I'm sure they're full of politicians and love spending my daily tax money. There's normally a big fountain, geyser, I'll call it a geyser, out there as well that runs during the summer months. Oh, side road, that's right. They normally put up signs when there's going to be road closures along here. Didn't know that one's going to be closed today, but that's not going to bother us. Shut up. So, yeah. It is a nice view. There's a bagpiper there too. All the deciduous trees losing their leaves, turning deep reds, yellows and all that as we are deep into autumn now. Of course, this set of traffic lights here is probably the one every single day to just not get through. I need to find something to jam behind that bloody thermos. You may have heard I've solved the chair issue. Now I just need to solve this thermos issue. Those that get grossed out by handkerchiefs, look away now. What's that? Another glorious day in Canberra. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Go everyone, fly. As we come up here on the War Memorial, like again I said in the April video that it didn't look like they were going to get it finished for Anzac Day. While the construction's not finished, it looks like they've got the outside done, all the scaffold's been taken away, the new facade's been put up, and the stairs going up to it. They had, on the last day I come through here before, they were going to shut the roads and that. They had light towers, they had all the scaffolding for stairs and bench bleachers set up at the bottom of the stairs here for the dawn service. All the turf, all the earthworks, all the greenery, landscape, and for the most part it's been done around the exterior as well. So they were able to get all that stuff done before the 25th of April, Anzac Day. truck's coming, big truck's coming. Yeah, so that's busy there for today. This makes me wonder what it looks like on the other side of this hill. Might take us a couple of goes to get through this set of lights down here. But in the grand scheme of things, I know before I've called this the CBD of Canberra, it's not. We've skirted around it. It's the CBD is just down there, and really the only thing that makes it a little bit more hectic is the fact that it's single roads around and not dual carriageway like this. I don't know what the equivalent in Sydney or the other capital cities would be, but take Melbourne. If this was the your main intersection, your big roundabout there at the bottom end of Flemington Road and Elizabeth Street, I think it is. Just how busy that'd be at 7:30 in the morning. Even just Flemington Road, how busy that'd be at 7:30 in the morning. Whereas here, Thurburn Ave, that's pretty much the Flemington Road of of Canberra. It's the main way in from the north. These trams they've put in, that's probably the biggest hold up here now, just because these lights will not change until they've cleared the track, whether they're on approach to the intersection or like that one there was just picking up passengers from that station. Let's go. Oh, that's tight. That lane just disappears into nothing there. Race the tram. Look at that sun. One funny thing in the past when I've been earlier before the time change, following the trams along here in the morning while it's still dark and just seeing the sparks, the green sparks and that flying off the mast where it's hitting the live wire above it, thinking, is that normal? But, it's not something you can see during the day, but looking behind me, okay, there's no cars between me and the intersection we just went through. There's 3 cars here ahead of me that just come through that intersection. Flemington Road, 7:30. It just wouldn't happen. There'd be bumper to bumper, or at least a big wave between lights anyway. But beating the tram. Anyway, I'm gonna have another mint before the second layer of skin falls off the back of my throat. We'll march on out here to Yass and see what mischief we can get up to at Martin's. I was there yesterday and it's probably one of the busiest days I've been there. There was Morale double ahead of me and then a Musket single coming behind me, so she was pretty busy out there. Hopefully not today.
The outlaw run is an endless one. It's a hungry night where wrong is right and the race is done when the race is won. In the morning sun, just looking to the light. In our mind, you know, with a ticket for the win. I'm behind you now, and you can never win. I'm behind you now, and your days are getting thin. I'm behind you now, with is a borderline that's only crossed when the game is lost and the hunter's lot is a single shot when the sun is hot and the dice are tossed. I'm behind you now with a ticket for the win. I'm behind you now and you can never win. I'm behind you now and your days are getting thin. I'm behind you now with a ticket for the win. I'm behind you now with a ticket for the win. Yeah, I'm behind you now. Oh, and you can never win. I'm behind you now, and your days are getting thin. I'm behind you now with a ticket for the win. Yeah, I'm behind you now with a ticket for the win. With a ticket for the win. With a ticket for the win. Oh, with a ticket for the win.
Right. Look, 12:14. Just free on there for Gundagai plant farm. So, there's one little rigid here. One of the other singles just left, so yeah, there shouldn't be too much of a wait. Because all that's fine, I'll just go back to the depot and get unloaded like you've seen before. Unless one of the other local drivers is there not doing anything, he'll put the rest of the stuff he's got to go to Bunnings on and run it out in this truck. Where are you going? Richard. Think you'd be handy? It's normally in alphabetical order for the most part, so he has to be over here somewhere. So I'll get parked once this bloke leaves, open her up, and we'll get loaded. bags built up. I'm doing my diary. And roll while we're doing it. Morning in Yass, although once we get to the mountain range at Conroy's, it's like that. You can see where the cloud ends. Should be sun all the way home, but we're not going home, not just yet. One pallet on the back for Gundagai meats. We'll go in and drop that off. Had a good run there the last few drops I've had to make. Not held up at all. Tarcutta for a 15-minute break, because at the moment we've got until 12:30 to be home or to be off the road, and this is the only reason I've got the GPS for, just for that run home.
Please drive to highlighted
Yeah, I'm going to. See, it's saying 11:30.
Continue 900 metres to the end of the street, then turn left.
Thank you. By the time I go to Gundy Meats, I'll probably push out 15 minutes to 12. And I don't want to be getting back into home with half an hour
Turn left.
up my sleeve, so we'll have a 15-minute break at Tarcutta on the way home, unless we get held up at Gundy Meats. But we'll keep heading south, and I'll talk to you again once we get to Gundagai. Yay, winter. I got one. Yeah, I got one for him. So, all right. See you on the way out. What's that? 5 minutes? 5 minutes of talking. There's me hold up. It's not being stuck behind a truck unload. It's getting stuck talking to the gatehouse, but that's all right. Even though it killed me throat. So he's hooking that double up, or he's unhooking. He might be hooking that up. So we do have a truck in the way. Come on, up we get. Up we get. Smell that sheepskin. There's a big lineup of addies down there to throw the sheepskins into, obviously with the salt and everything else to preserve them. Then they'll get put on racks and put on a truck and go off to a tanning spot, I suppose. Finished, so he's taken the whole lot, I'd imagine. No, he might back up and load the B. Well, they're a bit funny about cameras here, so I won't be filming him unload me. I've just got one at the back corner. It's coming back. Yeah, he's come back. See how a seasoned double driver backs up. There's nothing worse when someone's watching you. But I reckon, from my experience anyway, I think doubles are one of the easier things to reverse. The biggest thing that you come unstuck by is just how far you need to move your prime mover in the A just to get the back of the B over one way or another. That's why it always helps to try and get that back axle of your B lined up to where you want to go, and then it's pretty easy after that. Seasoned driver, look at he's doing it one-handed. In the thinking pose, champion. I won't lie, the thought had crossed my mind to go and jump into a company truck. There's some good things about being in a little owner-operator operation. There's a lot of bad things. Been there a year and been stuck on casual is one of them, but anyway, if I want to grumble, there's people higher up I can grumble to. So, alright, get this off and get back out of here. Okie dokie, that's us done. It's half of that pellet, he reckons they're going to get into and use today, so chances are I'll be back tomorrow for Friday to drop some more off. He's expecting a couple of pellets of it. Anyway. He was just saying they're killing 3,700 sheep at the moment. trying to fill Cole's orders. So she's busy. There goes a heap of lamb shanks now. I'd have to have a look at the labels, because that pallet I dropped off was a heap of labels, lamb shanks, lamb chops, a heap of that sort of stuff. Just whether this is going to me local Coles eventually, or if it's Junee. There's an abattoirs up there I delivered to when I was doing the Wagga run. Anyway, we'll see how long we talk here for. Alright. By the sounds of it, I might be back tomorrow. So I expect more of them labels. You reckon they might chew through them today? So hopefully someone ordered the right amount. Alright, see you later. Oh, yuck, another one. God, they look ugly. Oh, come on. Not a good spot. I was in fourth, come on. Yeah, those new Land Cruisers putting the making the bonnet so high just so they can fit a intercooler above the motor, like they did in the Hiluxes and all the other 3 litre, most of the other 3 litre. Well, it's 4-cylinder diesel utes. Just it looks it looks like a gumboot. Anyway, that's going to do us for sunny Gundagai. Get back down here, get on the highway, and it was 10 o'clock. A little bit behind schedule, but get down to Tarcutta, see if they got milk today. I nearly guarantee they're not going to have a solid roll there for me. David asked if they could make me one. They said, no, we're out of bread rolls. Yet, while I was waiting for my coffee, someone had a hamburger made, so don't know. Sort of looking at other options, but it's in the prime spot. I need someone, if you want to start a business, get to Tarcutta, open up a cafe, fish and chip shop in the main drag, and I'll be there every day to support you. That's it. Let's head south to Tarcutta. Better be careful here. Officer Blood's been sitting down this dip the last few times I've come in. You've only got a couple hundred metres off the highway there, she drops straight down to 50. Oh, I'm sick of your shit. It was nearly peak hour in here yesterday. It was a lot more trucks than normal. All the car parks are full. Electric vehicles at the charging station refueling, if you call it that. And none of them can get coffees. There's about 10 trucks in the changeover bay here too. Even this morning there's a few in there. And that little food van that I've never seen open, it must be a nighttime thing. When the changeover bay's flat out at sort of the evening times, they must run out there. If you do changeovers and come into Tarcutta, let me know if that bay is actually open at any time or not, or if it's something that was put in at COVID or something and just never used again. Fuel trucks here, so it's not a good time to be getting fuel if you need it. But anyway, oh, what are you fucking bucking for? Stop it. Alright. Down some windows. I'm going in to get a coffee. Hopefully. Wish me luck. We've got coffee, right to get a roll made because they didn't have any rolls, didn't have any wraps. Just had a heap of salad thrown into the plastic containers for a start. So, big thank you to Joe, Bob, Daryl and Daniel, our paid community members. Unfortunately, as I've told them in a previous members only video, I can't use that money until it gets to a certain threshold. So I'd love for more of you to sign up, have a look at the join tab and see if there's an option that suits. But in the meantime, that's pretty much been it. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for bearing with me on this one. If the audio quality sounds shithouse, and obviously you're probably not going to hear it, if you are listening to it, I've deemed it good enough to get out just to fill a gap for the week. Plus with my throat feeling like shit, it's been tough. I'm glad I've had this new mic to try and talk into and not try and yell to the big directional mic I had set up on the top of the GoPro itself. So yeah. There'll be some stories out there, drivers back in the day, this bridge going underwater too and the freeway being shut off here. Pretty sure it happened while the bypass was being built, because I remember working out on the deviation there where it crosses the creek. I remember that whole section going underwater while we were trying to build the bloody thing, which was fun. Anyway, I digress. So yeah, we'll see what happens. There may not be a video next week. Releasing a video pretty much every week since January has been good for the channel. With varying successes and views and interaction with the community, but I knew when I started it was something that was never going to be able to be sustainable, doing a drop video every day, every week going forward, because there's not that much that I do. So anyway, I'm going to get some of this coffee down my throat, wet my larynx, and hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time, somewhere on Highway 31.